everybody, CyberKnife here. Gonna do a redo on this battle here. I recorded this live and I thought that was gonna be good enough, but apparently it really isn't. I took a look at it and the quality of the video is just pretty subpar. So I decided to go ahead and do this again, but go ahead and do it from the replay. Bad news is I don't have the end cap screens because I didn't take the screenshots. I didn't think I was gonna need them. So yeah, as you know, that the replays don't capture the end caps, that break down everything. But yeah, it's not really necessary in this one. It's kind of nice to have, but this is just a short little jaunt. So I haven't played in, I don't know, 5 days, maybe even longer, but for sure at least 5 days. And I think, well, I'm going to get into my favorite little ship. And the nice thing about getting into a cruiser when you're kind of rusty is that you can do whatever you want to do with it, and you can basically fire off a whole bunch of rounds and not really worry like you do if you're a battleship about making every salvo count. So I decided to head down here, and we're all kind of talking in cap. The team is hashing out who's going where and what we're going to do. And as a team, we kind of have a weirdly rough start. It wasn't like all smooth. We kind of ruffle stomped this team pretty much. But I'll tell you what, it doesn't look like it's going to go down like that in the beginning. What do you see how bad this picture looks when we're getting triple capped here in about 5 seconds? It's crazy. So actually, it was kind of what saved us because by me, really, I doubt much would have made me want to turn around short of having a super lemming train like this and getting triple capped. So we'll see that in a second. But right now I'm about to bump into New York. And like I said, rusty. I'm just getting it out there right now. These first salvos are very bad. So, what can I say? I'm gonna go into my view so you can... I'll own it. This is how bad these shots are. So I'm way behind him at 13. And then I go out front. He hits the brakes. Oh, I love when battleships do that. And that was just bad shooting right there. So he's going to turn to a little bit. Give me a break. So I could have to guesstimate speed and distance. Give me some lengthwise shots so I can get some fire on him. But I'm already, because I'm waiting for the rest of the fleet to get down here with me, I'm kind of like to run back and forth, back and forth. He hasn't fired yet. Normally I'll wait till the battleship takes a shot at me to end my run and start turning. That usually there's plenty of time to turn a Phoenix around as a battleship reload. But he's not really returning at me, and I think he's engaging, if anybody, this other battleship, which is he's probably prioritizing correctly as a bigger threat. So I'm seeing he grabbed A, and then I look up and C's getting got, and B is getting snagged. So basically we're getting 3 capped. And so we start talking again about who's going to do what, and I think the guys down here with me south rightfully keep on trucking and pushing on to A. But basically, I'm just going to see. I don't think I can get any parting shots on this guy. So I'm kind of more so looking at going to B now. B is what's concerning me. I see we have a DD there, and there's a cruiser, which is a Phoenix. And for some reason, the whole time until right before I got up there and switched ammo, I was thinking for some reason that there weren't 2 Phoenix there. Now see, here's a wounded Phoenix we're gonna have to deal with later. Apparently, he had come from up north at sea. I didn't realize that. Little spoiler alert, I end up fighting 2 Phoenixes here. So what's the plural of Phoenix? Pheni? Pheni? I know. So anyway, I end up banging it out here with a pair of Pheni coming up, and so I'm getting ready. And at this point, I'm still not aware that it's Phoenix that's in here full health. I'm more thinking something like a St. Louis. Do not know why. That really affects the ammunition choice. Like, I would have already been on AP, but because I'm thinking it's a St. Louis here, I'm holding off and going HE. So, anyway, I know I'm spotted from these torpedo bombers. He's using as a spotter on his way back to his carrier. So this Phoenix should know that I'm here. Going in at him right now. This is where I finally fully realized it is a Phoenix. Decide to switch ammo. This is an excellent example of the differences in ammunition and the outcomes your ammo choice can make. Uh, Take a look at this. Now I've got a mod on that will show. It'll show only blue for AP rounds, which is what I'm using. He's using HE. I shot a bunch right over his bow there. Bad for salvo. Bad one. I want to get him right into the stacks. And actually, this kill shot, if you want to look, I'll tell you when to look. Be staring at that very front smokestack, and I'll tell you, you can actually see the kill shot go in and citadel him out. So I'm just banging away, but not really doing much. It's all spalling. You can see our choices haven't really affected us yet. I switched to 1 for quick fire. I got a pretty good fire chance in this, especially up close, I find. So I decide to just quick switch up and then back. We're both doing the same thing. We're blading ourselves, but he turns, he launches a couple torpedoes. I realize there's no way that if I turn, these torpedoes are going to catch me. They're almost out of range right now, so I'm not really worried about this torpedo. Keep banging away, and sure enough, they dissipate. I was starting to get a little worried about my calculations, but it was right. So I'm just drawing him out. I'm trying to get him to turn again. As soon as he turns, we got him. I'm not going to repair. I made him repair because of my fire. So he didn't repair. Now he's going to turn. Now watch the front stack. You'll actually see the kill shot round float, and a shot of two. One will float right into that front smokestack just below it. Here it comes. Watch this. Right. Okay, there it is. Right there. It's going to come right now. So yeah, you can actually see that round just kind of float down there between that first and second stack. So, ended up citadeling him out too. Now, unfortunately, a battleship is about to pop up on the radar up in C. So this is even hairier, and I really am asking for help now because I'm way too low. See that battleship there? So I've got to be cognizant of him. We'll be dealing with him next, but we're still not under fire from him. And right now, I just took a HE round to the ass, so my steering is out. Alright, we're going to put down this other Phoenix real quick. He was already low health from fighting up in C earlier. We saw, and now here's this battleship on the radar. I'm turning hard to get at. Switching ammo there. I'm very fortunate about where his rounds end up hitting me. If he would have used AP, I would be dead for sure, but he was using HE, so I lived. He would have done a lot more than 600. So they're lucky. My repair comes back online. I'm able to put my engine that he's blown out as well as my steering back online, put out the fire. We just keep banging away at him, and we're just kind of discourage him from chasing me, really. I just want to get the hell out of here at this point. And I think my friend, the DD, is going to take care of this, but we still have 2 carriers up here, and I'm at this point pretty well convinced that my total contribution to this game is going to be 2 kills. I'm not really, I don't have that much damage. I'm doing like 30k. A lot of, I did take out the whole of that Phoenix, but most of this other stuff now is, there's not a whole lot of damage involved yet. So I've got these Torpedus' bombers. They're up in the air. Luckily, they're not going to drop for me. But I will have to turn. The second set is going to drop on me. Watch this. I'm already turning. There they are. It's not a bad drop, really, It looked like an auto drop to me, but it wasn't that bad. So they're having a kind of a cordial discussion in chat about this guy getting sunk. Apparently, people are usually not that cool with it. Yeah, so different, little bit outrunning these, than the first set. These are the Longlands torpedoes from the Hosho. And it'll be a little while. Just gotta keep running. I just kept feathering the rudder, hoping these things would run out sooner or later. Now we can turn our attention back to the Hosho and repay him and thank him for his torpedoes. So this is almost over right now, and I'm thinking, I'll be lucky if I can get one more shot, and the Ayakazi's right there. I'm probably not going to get another shot. And look at that. I mean, look at that right now. Do you think, where I'm at, Who do you think is going to get the last 3 kills? Not me. Not looking where I'm at, but that's why I never give up, man. Look how far away that bogue is. That bogue's like 19k away. It looks impossible, but I'm gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep on going. Try to get one more shot, one more shot, one more shot. Because this little Ayakazi doesn't know it, but he's in secondary range, and he just got taken out by the Hosho secondary. You have to get pretty close to a Hosho to have the secondary get you. So I reset him there, which is good for XP. It's not really help us win the game, but it's great for XP. 2 base defenses is awesome. And we sink him. Not too much left of him, and now we're looking over at the bogue. 2 left, I'm thinking, you know, that's doable. My range is 16.5, you know, right in there, so he's a little behind him. These early shots are a little behind. Now, this is a good example of how you can get a citadel on a carrier if you're at long range, because when your shells arc like that, they come straight down and plunging fire onto the deck. Yeah, there we go. We just sunk him anyway with the didn't need a citadel do it, but it just shows you that you can relate with HE. You know, you go ahead and use the HE and the carriers if you're plunging. Sometimes I do switch if I'm using that far away and they're full health and I really want to put them down fast. I'll switch to AP because you'll get a bunch of them that'll just hit for spalling or, you know, over penetrate, do nothing. But you'll get a bunch if you're plunging fire that'll drop straight down through those boilers. You'll get max damage and put them down a lot quicker than you can with pick them away with HE, even with 3 ticks on 3 fires, you know. So anyway, I'm thinking, okay, there's no way. I'd like to get a Kracken medal, you know, but right, this DD's banging away, and this guy's only got 3,000 and change. And he's shooting AP and nails him, right? Shoots AP into destroyer, nails him. Nope. It's like, all right, well, might as well. You get lucky sometimes. He didn't over-penetrate. He only had to do so much, and 1 shell as it takes. So anyway, I'm gonna let this go. Like I said, I don't have end caps, and these things end as soon as I get this guy. So, like I say, never give up. 5 makes it a Kracken. CyberKnife is out with a Kracken. I think it's this one that gets him. Yeah, it's that salvo. It doesn't take much. 700. Ooh, CyberKnife out. Nope. CyberKnife out. There we go. That's it. So yeah. No, come on, man. Which one killed him? This one. All right. CyberKnife out.